UFC Fight Night, same card, I believe, as Johnny Walker and Jamal Hill, 19th of February 2022, UFC Fight Night. Headlining is RDA, Rafael Dos Anjos, versus King Fiziev. Another Rafaels. Two Rafaels going at each other. This to me is insane because it's been a lot of trash talk online in here. There's so many call outs. Fiziev is on an absolute roll. He looks the man. He's on, I think, a 5-fight win streak after he lost to, was it Magomed? It was Mustafayev.
Yes.
It was Mustafayev. Yeah, just had to double check that. He was 6-0 at the time. Lost to Mustafayev. Happens. Got clipped by explosive movement. Since then, 5-fight win streak, beating, in my opinion, 5 extremely good guys for this weight class that are not necessarily ranked, but man, are they dangerous. In people like Mark Jacasey, who obviously I know all about being in the UK scene. He's a phenomenal kickboxer. You got Moicano, who ex-champion contender. Bobby Green, fun fights all the time. Brad Riddell. Don't need to say the credentials of Brad Riddell in the striking department either. And good friends, right, with Fiziev.
Yep. That's a good point. Ooh, man, Fiziev. I remember, I think probably the first time I remember watching him was the Mark Jacasey fight. Of course, that was like the Matrix moment that went viral, but that definitely put him on the map for me. And then since then, dude, he looks like he's the dark horse, the true dark horse in this division. A lot of people are not going to want to fight this guy. Mm-hmm. His striking, he throws powerful shots, loves the body kicks. He's got a couple, spinning back kicks that he just pulled off against Brad Riddell, which was a thing of beauty. He's just a scary man. He really is. He's going to be a problem for a lot of people, but I do like the spot for RDA here a little bit, Did we get too much of the hype with Fiziev, or is he the real deal? I think this is going to be a really good test. I think the Brad Riddell win is awesome, but I think this is kind of going to be like a next level test for him.
Yeah, see, RDA to me, obviously back in the day, he was the man, ex-champion, of course, when he absolutely demolished Anthony Pettis, but that's a whole nother world ago. Since then, he's lost to the best guys. He really has. He's lost to Usman, Covington, Edwards, Chiesa. Who else did he lose? He lost to Cerrone, I think, in a grappling tournament not too long ago. Like, the level RDA is at now, mentally, is there. Physically, not there. I don't think he can do anything his mind thinks he can do anymore. His only wins are coming off people like Paul Felder, who was on the brink of retirement in that fight, and he just beat him. And I actually think Paul won the fight. He did finish Kevin Lee because Kevin gassed again, and that was one of the roller coaster journeys of Kevin Lee's career, which has obviously led him to being cut. In another world, if RDA wasn't RDA and Dana didn't like him so much, he would have been cut. He would have been cut. I know he's only lost to the best guys of the division. I get that. But it's how he's losing and continuously losing. If he's got like 10 fights, he's probably won 3 of the last 10. He's not very good anymore, in my opinion. He's a very good grappler. He's an okay striker. And I wouldn't go I used to say he's a great striker. But from the levels that have evolved over the last 5 years in MMA, he's an okay striker. He is not anywhere near Rafael Fiziev's striking level. Not even close. Not even close to Mark Jacasey to me. So for this fight, the only thoughts he should be having is pin this guy to the mat for 2 rounds and win a 29-28, because there's no way you're going to dominate him for 3. He's too explosive. He has got grappling. And man, he's got knockout power, the wheel kick.
The wheel kick got me. But no, I think you're spot on. This is a shell of himself in RDA. The Paul Felder win, I thought, for the 5 rounds, he looked good. He shot for the takedowns. Like, he's a smart fighter. Like, I think he'll know exactly what he needs to do. I think that'll be his advantage here, having all the experience in the world, fighting literally the top level guys, as you mentioned. And I do think there's a world where he can win a 29-28 through his ground game. I think that's definitely possible. Do I think it's going to happen? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to go as far to say that necessarily, because I do love what Fiziev is doing. But he fights close fights, man. Like the Riddell fight, a lot of people thought Riddell was winning that fight.
I did.
Thought it was going to go split decision. Bobby Green outlanded him 143 to 104 significant strikes. That was a super close fight. So
it was a super close fight.
I feel like, if he's not finishing spectacularly, sometimes he gets into some barn burners here. If RDA just wants to kind of take it to the mat, that's obviously the key to do it. I think he can pull it off. I mean, I think that can happen 29-28.
I think a lot of it with Fiziev is he chases to finish. He doesn't want to go decision. He's trying to knock you out at all times. From start to finish, it's full on the gas pedal. He goes 100 miles an hour and doesn't slow down for a second. Shows his great gas tank. But the one thing I'm getting here is RDA's taking a lot of punishment. He's 37 years old now. That's not good. There's nothing left for him to prove in MMA. There's nothing for him left to do in MMA. Why is he taking this fight? He's not getting another title shot. Ever. He's not beating anybody. I don't think he's in the top 10. I know he's in the top 10. I don't think he beats anyone. I really don't. And I think Fiziev's just going to bunny hop him, leapfrog him, whatever you want to call it, over the top, take his spot, and then start calling out bigger names. People like a Masvidal, an Usman, in 2 fights' time if he keeps winning.
Yeah, I think it's interesting too. He was fighting at 170 for a long time, and that fight with Felder was his first fight back at 155. So I think there was a lot of question marks for him coming back. And I thought he looked really good. I really thought he looked good. And I know Paul Felder came in like super short notice in that fight, but Paul Felder's still good. He's a warrior. Like he's going to come. He's going to fight every single time.
Felder is brilliant.
So I don't discount that win. I thought he looked good in that one. So I don't know, man. I kind of want to go with RDA in this fight. I think with the experience, knowing exactly what he needs to do, I think he can go out there and get it done. I really do.
That's awesome. I really wanted people to say no to Fiziev. I know I'm on the Fiziev train right now. I know he's not that good. Like, he's not in the top 5 level, not even close. Anyone that fights Fiziev, they're just going to take him down, grapple him, smash him on the floor, technical strikes, stay away from his power kick, his body kick, and his right hand. Normal things smart IQ fighters do. Brad Riddell's not that good at MMA, in my opinion. He's a very, very good kickboxer when he fights kickboxers in MMA. But that's it. I don't think he's going to out-grapple many people. I think he's got okay grappling. Again, for the highest level of the division, Fiziev is the future if he keeps going and learning. He's going to take a couple losses on the road. I know he will. But I don't think it's to RDA. I think he has more than enough. I don't think he finishes RDA. I will make that clear, though. I think he grinds a decision. I think he wins a very clear decision, and that's nothing more.
Okay. And Fiziev is coming in. He's a 2-1 favorite right now. So
I think that's fair. I think 2-1 is fair.
Yeah. And if he wins, RDA is number 6 right now. That's going to be a big jump up.
Why is he number 6?
Tony's 7, Hooker's out. He's 8, but he's pretty much done. Connor's 9, Gillespie's 10. So, you're gonna put Tony ahead of him? Sure. Maybe I don't know. It kind of drops off.
If Fiziev wins, it'll be someone like Gregor Gillespie or Tony Ferguson. Gregor Gillespie needs more recognition in this.
I love Gregor Gillespie, and he's calling out Tony, and I hope he takes that
in a really funny way as well.
Yes, he's an interesting man.
Yeah, perfect. So you've got RDA in this one. I've got Fiziev.
I'm going to take a flyer. RDA decision, grinds it out, gets it to the mat, 29-28.
Love it. Let us know, guys, in the comments if you disagree or agree, and I'll post them up. Perfect.